Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. It's Thursday, April 16th, 2020. How are you? If you're seeing me right now, you're probably watching replay because I just came on live. My name's Jennifer Cotton. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas. And what that means is I sell Stampin' Up! Merchandise and I teach people how to make cards, gift packaging, scrapbook pages, home decor, and more with stamps, ink, and paper, and lots of tools. So thank you for watching. Welcome if you are new here. As you guys come on, say hi. I'm checking myself, but I see someone's watching, so I think I'm live. Good morning, good morning. Yes, there I am. Rhonda, yay. Oh, thank you so much, Rhonda. So again, my name's Jennifer Cotton, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I've been a demonstrator for 18 years now. As I said, everything that I'm going to show you today, I do sell it, so you can purchase these items from me. Lots of people hopping on, yay. Good morning to, thank you for sharing already, Rhonda. Pam Simmons in North Carolina. Hey, Linda, good morning. Hey, Sherry. Catherine, you're already awake at 9 a.m. That's awesome. Who else? Hey, Eleanor, good morning. Good morning, Diana. It's good to see all of you guys. I hope everybody's well and doing well. Hey, Melanie, good to see you. Let's see. So while we're coming on and saying hi to everybody, let me show y'all some cards I've received in the mail. Look at that. That's with our gorgeous magnolia embossing folder. I forget the exact name, and on silver glimmer, silver foil, so you can see all the shininess in the picture there. And I wanted to tell you about this funny thing she put in there. But this is from Linda. She sent a check to me. That's actually Oma's sister. Hey, Bunny, good morning. As y'all come on, make sure you say hi like Paula and Bunny and everybody else. Good morning, Paula. So I can enter you to win the 3 cards we're making today. Hey, Amy, good morning. Anyway, this card from Linda, she sent a check to me. Yay, thank you. And she enclosed this thing kind of like a fortune. And it says, I didn't think anyone expected that when we changed the clocks, we would go from standard time to the twilight zone. So I thought that was really funny. So thank you, Linda. And I got, let me see. And just to show you the envelope, cutely stamped as well. Okay. And then I got one from Oma, of course, and she used a paper pumpkin. Thank you for sharing with Jeanette, Catherine. Haven't seen her in forever. And this is an old paper pumpkin kit, so I just wanted to show you how cute it was. And paper pumpkin kits, I'm closing it wrong because of the video, are always awesome. And these were the envelopes that came with that kit. So thank you, Oma. And then Vivi, thank you very much for a belated birthday card. Look how cute that is, and such like bold, vibrant colors. So thank you, Vivi. Thank you guys for the cards. I love it. Love getting happy mail. So let's see. I think I missed a bunch of you. I'm gonna look at the iPad maybe because I don't have to scroll as much. It shows more. So I said hi to Bunny, Linda. I can't remember if I missed you. Good morning, Linda Brady. Sorry, I'm like, who did I miss and not miss? Of course, my memory is so short as well. Good morning, Paula, Amy, hey. Good morning, Shirley. Just saw you pop on. Debbie Jennings, good morning. Sherry, Candy, hey, good to see you. Hannah, hey, you made it. Good job. Maybe you're not having to work today. Okay, so today I'm going to be making 3 cards with the Timeless Tulips bundle. So this is the Timeless Tulips bundle. The bundle means you get 2 items usually for 10% off. So we're using the stamp set and the punch, but they can be purchased separately as well. But you get 10% off if you purchase both. Those are both available through me. I just remembered, I forgot, it's on my list for Facebook Lives, but I forgot to check our inventory status report this morning, so I don't know what all you know, the current, what's on back order and stuff. Good morning, Charlotte. Good to see you as well. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be demonstrating in a little bit. Good morning, Deborah. Hey, haven't seen you in a long time. Good to see you. And as you come on today, say hi, because the 3 cards I'm making, I'll be giving those 3 cards away to one lucky viewer who says hi or good morning or whatever you say. You can say anything you want and you'll be entered to win. And currently Isabel's helping me do these drawings, so she just caught me up on, I was almost 3 months behind. She caught me up on all of those drawings. Everyone's been notified that they won, and the addresses we have been mailed out. Yay. So even if you're watching replay, you can comment, and until we do the drawings, you're entered to win. And then if you share the video, you're also entered a second time. However, you need to comment that you shared, because Facebook likes to keep your privacy private and it doesn't always tell me. Good morning, Brandy. Hey, sorry, someone said hi, but Cindy. My finger wasn't letting me do it good. Good morning, Deborah. Good to see you here. Hey, Pam. Okay, I caught up there. So I want to tell you guys about my monthly online ordering special. These are the cards that you can receive a kit for to make. So we mail this kit to your house. All you provide is stamps and ink. That's it. Everything's cut, punched, embossed, whatever needs to be done. This is the kit for this month for April 2020. Hey, Rhonda. Rhonda's a top fan. I love it. Thank you for sharing, Cindy. Oh, Brandy and Cindy know each other. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing, Pam. Thank you, Bunny. Thank you guys for sharing. That does help me, by the way. When you comment and share, that helps me. So that's why I appreciate it and try to give you, a chance to win something. So online orders with a specific host code. So this is separate from any classes I offer. It's got to be separate. So there's a certain host code, which you'll see when I turn the camera down, and it'll be posted above this video once we're finished with the video. I'm looking to see if I'm blurry over here. 4 cards, cut. Everything is in there. You just stamp and assemble. We're using the Layered with Kindness stamp set. It's on page 41 of the mini catalog. So you only need the 1 stamp set, and you will get to make all 4 of these cards with the kit that I mail you. So there you go. Hey, Cynthia, good morning. Hey, Karen, cool. Thank you for sharing. Ramona, good to see you. Kelly, hey. Chris, I forgot if I said hi to you. Good morning, Chris. Hey, Pam, thank you for sharing. Okay, so today I'm going to turn the camera down earlier than I normally do, which means I may miss some comments. So I like to say hi to you guys if you come on here live. Hey, Carrie, good to see you. And I'm still going to attempt to look at my iPad and have the camera pointed down and all that. But if I miss you, hello, good morning. And of course, if you're watching replay again, you can still say hi and still be entered for a chance to win. I just won't see it right now during the live. But I want to turn it down because I want to show you guys some stuff, and I just want to see if showing it that way is easier or better. But I'm going to, of course, talk about some of my upcoming events, some Stampin' Up! Specials, and then get into the stamping. So I'm going to point it down. Thank you for sharing, Cynthia, and good morning, Stacy and Carrie. Okay, thank you for sharing, Karen. Here we go. Let's point it down and try to get positioned here. I think you get to see my hair in the screen when I do that. See if it's straight. Good. Okay, so what I want to tell you guys about, I've been trying to explain to everybody about my classes this month because they are converted to go. And I know, at least for me, it was very confusing to figure out, and it's been a little confusing for some of my customers. So I want to explain it, especially because this may be the same in May. We still don't know yet if we'll be allowed to gather in large groups. These are classes I usually do live in person. So the first one is Stamp-A-Stack. The deadline has passed to sign up for this class, but I may offer a second round if there's interest. So let me know if you'd like to take this class. Anyway, normally Stamp-A-Stack is different, so I'm just going to explain this month's version. It's $30. You make 12 cards, and you get 12 clear envelopes. And it's 4 designs, and you make 3 of each. So 4 designs, you make 3, 3, 3, and 3. With your $30 fee, it includes a pack of designer paper and a roll of ribbon. So you will use your own designer paper to make 12 cards. You will cut it yourself, and there'll be PDF instructions and a tutorial with measurements and photos explaining how to cut. Most of the cuts are very simple. As you can see here, they're just rectangles. There is one card that I've taken photos to show you how. This one is a fun fold. Very fun. So this is just a longer strip of designer paper, I think 3 score marks, and then folded up like an accordion. So hopefully that makes sense on the pricing. $30, 12 cards, close to $20 in merchandise included with that $30. So you're basically paying $10 for us to cut 12 cards for you and give you PDF instructions. Then you only use 1 stamp set. This is Positive Thoughts. So you only have to own 1 stamp set to complete it, or you can substitute your own images. And only a few inks. I think we used, which I have it right here, I think we used 3 ink pads for this class. So again, as I have to do this, we don't know how long it'll last. It'll be simplified like this, less inks, all that stuff. Okay. This tub is for my local customers who are able and want to pick this up from me. There's a sign up link. You get to keep it for 24 hours. And the supplies you need to make the projects are in here. We have dimensionals, ink for this one, all the stamps, including one for the back of your cards, tweezers, because we use those for the ribbon, and this little clip so you can clip the card here while you're making it. So these are available for checkout on a, while first come, first serve basis. I was going to say while supplies last. The card samples will be in the box, and you can check that out if you're local. If you're not, you're used to taking to-go classes, and you know to just provide your stamps and ink. So I wanted to share that. Again, this class deadline is passed, but I will offer it again if you're interested, if enough people are. And the next one that also the deadline has passed is the sampler. But again, I want to explain how this works. And this is really every month. This is offered to go. So this is the sampler. I really love how it turned out this month. A sampler is a 12 by 12 piece of paper that you can frame. So real quick, here's a past one that I have framed. You provide your own frames, 12 by 12 shadow box. And, making a lot of noise. We die cut. This one doesn't have embossing, but if there's embossing, it's embossed for you. The only thing that won't be done for you on this one is cutting out or punching out certain images here, like the umbrellas, but all of the umbrellas and actually we did punch the handles for you. There's a punch. If you don't own the punch, you just need the stamp set. It's 1 stamp set under my umbrella, and you would stamp and hand cut those out instead. Very easy. This is all hand cut anyway because there are no dies or punches for the flowers and boots. This will be die cut for you. You just stamp your greeting on there. And then with this one, you always get at least $20 in merchandise. So you're going to get a pack of the Best Dressed designer paper. So pretty. A pack of the basic adhesive sequins and a roll of old olive twine with your fee, plus the 12 by 12 piece of white and all of this. You cut your own designer paper, by the way. You cut that yourself. It's usually 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, 6 by 2 3/4, easy. You have tons left over to create more. But we cut all of the cardstock for you. And again, if there's die cutting and embossing, like these words and welcome, we do that for you. Okay, so there's that class. Hopefully you like that. And if you're local, there is a tub pickup option. A little more product in this one. We have punches. There's the punch. 3 ink pads, Old Olive, Balmy Blue, Memento Black, glue dots, tape, Stampin' Blends, Posy, Olive, Daffodil, a Take Your Pick tool, an aqua painter, some paper towels for the aqua painter, the little, actually you don't need the clip in this one, that's way too big, and the stamps, and this. So hopefully that all makes sense. I have the sticky note in here because that's part of the instructions, a way you can hold your image with a sticky note and stick it into the punch. So dimensionals, and then these will be sanitized between each person, obviously. That's probably obvious, but just in case. Okay, so that's that class. Now, here are 2 you can still sign up for, and I'm trying to catch up. Someone sent me a message. Catherine, you are a demonstrator in my team. Thank you very much. So you get the PDF tutorials for all 4 of these classes automatically that I'm showing right now. I post them on our demonstrator Facebook group every month after the live classes, which live is this weekend. It's not live, but you know what I mean. So Catherine, you will receive those PDFs for all 4 classes for free. I do sell the PDFs for the sampler after on my PDF store on my blog. So thank you for asking that question. This is my card class, and while you look at those real quick, I'm going to try to catch up on my comments here, if I can. Of course, I always forget where I left off. I should make a note. Okay, thank you for sharing, Pam. Good morning, Brandy. I think that's where I left off. Let's see here. Sorry, Pam, thank you for sharing. Yes, I went, it's like, yes, I talked to Pam, I talked to Chris, Carrie, Stacy, hey. I think I went back a little too far. Jean, good morning. Sue, thank you for sharing. I'm also looking for questions. Hey, Stella. Thank you, Pam Simmons, for saying those cards are pretty. Good morning, Evelyn and Carol. Pam, I'm glad you liked it. Carol, thank you for liking the sampler. Catherine, I got your question. Okay, good morning, Nessa and Liz. Thank you for sharing, Jean and Stella. Okay, so card class. This one is, today's the deadline to sign up. It's $15 or free with a minimum $20 order. The sampler, by the way, was $28. Shipping is separate on all of these. $28 includes $20 in merchandise for the sampler. Card class, $15, free with a minimum $20 order. Now, my club members, you can join Card Club. They only have to place a $15 order. You can ask me about that. But this is normally only offered live, never to go, simply because I normally use like 20 stamp sets. This month, we're only using 1 stamp set. It's called So Sentimental, so you can see the greetings here. We've pre-die cut, pre-embossed, pre-punched. All you're going to do is stamp the greetings and a symbol. You're going to get all the, obviously, the ribbon and accessories you see here. There is a tub that you can check out if you're local. This is what my cards are going to go in. Stamps, ink. You only need 2 colors of ink, Blackberry Bliss and Memento Black, or whatever black you use. Anyway, you can see all the supplies in here. There's a stamp for the back of the cards, handmade by. There's one in the Stamp-A-Stack one as well. And, of course, all the colors are labeled on here for you. Oh, terracotta. That is another stamp pad for this one. I have to put terracotta tile back after I do this video. So 3 ink pads. So you can make it at home with the 3 ink pads and the stamp set. You can order this through today. It can be shipped to you anywhere in the United States. When you register, you can add on shipping. Last but not least is scrapbook class. I really like the pages this month, personally. We do 3 pages each month. 3 12 by 12 pages. These are 2 of them. I'm going to see how in camera I am. We can go that way a little bit. It's a Mother's Day theme. Happy Mother's Day. I got stuff on mine. Only one stamp set for all 3 pages, and that stamp set is Dressed to Impress, I think is what it's called, or Best Dressed. I always get that name mixed up, but it's the one with the lipstick and all that stuff. So you can't see the whole page. This is page 2. So there it is. Everything's, I did this one. Landa did the other 2. Cut, embossed, die cut, embossed, die cut, and embossed. It's all done. The only things that are not die cut are these 4, because you have to stamp first and then die cut, so you can hand cut if you don't own the dies. You'll hand cut these 2 little guys out from some paper that'll be in your packet. And there are 2 different designs of this paper that I used here, so you might get the other one. And then this is page 1 that you'll make this month as well for the second set. And it says April showers. And you'll do all this. And then next month in May, we'll make page 2, Bring May Flowers. Thank you, Landa, for die cutting all these letters out for everybody. I know you guys are all yelling, thank you, Landa, for die cutting all these letters out for me. We do sell a hand stamp by Marcia. Let me grab my catalog. We have a couple of stamp sets. Let me see if I can, oh, yep. That contain those images. I usually use this one. It's called Make a Difference. And you see here it has lots of words, but including handcrafted just for you, made with love, homemade by, hand stamped by. So I use all 4 of these for my customers to use in classes, because I have big classes. There's also a copyright in here if you want to sell stuff you made with Stampin' Up! Product, and lots of other cool words in there. And then this one, Crafting for Forever, has this cute Made with Love, and it looks like an old-fashioned wood mount stamp, Made with Love. So those are the 2 I use. And Make a Difference is $27. It's got a whole alphabet in it, and Crafting with Forever is $20. This is photopolymer. This is red rubber. Cling. Cool. Good question. Trying to put everything away where it's, you know, I'm going to be able to find it later. So anyway, scrapbook class. I have a tub. I'm going to add the Highland Heather ink pad back in here. So if you take this home, you can use your Big Shot to do the die cutting. You have your silicone, have extras of the little apostrophe in case you lose it. Glue dots, dimensionals, mint macaron, Memento Black, and Highland Heather ink, because I have to put that one back in here. Stampin' Blends, you have mint, black, petal pink, smoky slate, and purple cozy. Okay, so you can, oh, the tubs, I'm sorry, I should have clarified that. The card class and the scrapbook class tubs are for my club members, simply because I have so many club members that they need to be able to have first dibs on that. I don't remember if I said that wrong earlier. I apologize if I did, but that's for club members, and yes, you can still join club. Okay, so those are those classes. I don't know how this ended up more crooked. Do y'all have any questions on the class? Stella says, oh, Landa, thank you. Yes, we love Landa. Let me see what I'm going to show you next is the retreat that's coming up. And there actually is a live retreat in May. We're still crossing our fingers that we can hold that, so you can still RSVP for the live one, but you can take it to go as well. So this is the retreat in a box. I have this marker in here to remind me that I inked up something with a marker, because I haven't typed instructions yet. So you're going to make, I believe, 8 make and takes. These are them, including this super cute card holder. PDF instructions will be included. It's $90 for retreat in a box. It includes at least $50 in Stampin' Up! Merchandise. It includes all your make and takes cut, ready to go. You just cut your own designer paper. Landa will be cutting friends for you, etc. There's scrapbook pages here and a sampler that you'll be making in this class. or it's a, whatever, if you want to call it a class. You're going to be making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, the box, 2 scrapbook pages, and a sampler. $90 includes over 50 in merchandise. Gifts from us, at least 5 gifts. Gifts, I feel like I say that word funny. PDF tutorial. It includes shipping. And a chance to win a door prize. Sorry, I'm like, what else? And then in addition, you can add on optional classes if you choose. And if you take Retreat in a Box and you add on those classes, you don't have to pay shipping on the classes. So you can still sign up for Retreat in a Box through quite a while now. Oh, where did I put the other cards? I lost something. I know. Sorry. You can still sign up for Retreat in a Box for quite a while now. You have until, sorry, let me check my notes because I turned the page. Sign up by May 11th. Kits are mailed by June 1st. If you want information on the live retreat, that's at the end of May in, where is it? Weatherford, Texas. Let me know. I'll send you info on that. Okay, so thank you, Linda. I don't remember what cards were on when you said that, so you'll have to go back and check if you don't know. She said she likes the cards on the screen. Thank you, Linda, also for saying gorgeous class. Thank you for sharing, Cindy. Tommy, that's okay if you're late. Okay, so this is one of the optional to-go classes in the Retreat in a Box. Technically, yes, you can take only a class. You don't have to take the retreat to take the classes. When you click my registration link, you can pick and choose what you want. So you're going to make 10 cards in this class. Each class that we offer is $30 and includes $20 in merchandise. So it's a great deal. You're going to make 10 cards. Again, we cut, emboss, die cut, whatever we can for you. 10 cards, 10 envelopes. It includes a Memories and More kit with the price and the card bases and envelopes. And that's the Jennifer's Magnolia Lane Memories and More class. Okay? And then I also, April designs 2 classes and I design 2. So my other class, excuse that Velcro, is the By the Dock Stamp-A-Stack. And this one is, I have to read my notes, 10 cards, 5 designs, 2 of each. It includes $20 in merchandise, including the, I have my notes wrong here, this twine, white baker's twine, and the, I can't think of the name of it because it's not written down, but the nautical designer paper that we carry in our catalog. So you're going to make all 10 of these cards. I personally love them. I think they're gorgeous. You will need Stampin' Blends for that, but otherwise just your ink and stamp set by the Dock. I would recommend the dies because there's some intricate cutting if you don't have those dies. Okay, so that's my Retreat in a Box. Oh, and April's classes, I don't have sneak peeks because she makes those at her house, but she has an Under My Umbrella sampler, completely different than my sampler, like totally different. And it'll include $20 in different merchandise than mine did. And then her To a Wild Rose class, which again includes 20 in merchandise. If y'all don't know about my stuff, you can sign up for my email list and get notified. And with full details, prices, what's included, you know, etc., dates, everything. And of course, you can always just ask me. I can email you information and class links as well. Or you can sign up for my email list. Stampin' Up! Has released early the Ornate Garden Suite. This is like the Ornate Garden Suite early release flyer. So here's all the product. I've shown it in past videos, so I'm just kind of showing the flyers real quick here. This is the theme of the Retreat in a Box, But we're using this stamp set, Ornate Style, and So Sentimental for Retreat in a Box. I did forget to say that. We're not using the Thanks, mainly because it's only Thanks in general. So Sentimental gave me more greeting options. So if you take Retreat in a Box, you want to own this stamp set and So Sentimental, or you can substitute other greetings. But there's lots of cool stuff in this. It's a sneak peek that comes out in June in our new catalog. So you can get it early now as a customer, or you can wait till June when the catalog comes out. So there are 2 sets of dies, there's 2 stamp sets, there's designer paper, embossing folder, ribbon, and gilded gems. I'm using the ribbon and designer paper on one of the cards today. And what was I going to tell you? Oh, the dies, I believe Ornate Borders are on back order, soon to be not orderable because we almost reached our limit if we didn't already. And Ornate Layers are now on low inventory as of last night. So order these while you can. Okay. And then I think this is pretty, maybe the next to the last topic before I get to stamping here. Again, a reminder about our retiring in colors. And speaking of that, which is these 5 colors here, our retiring list for this entire catalog and the spring catalog, or the January to June mini, this retiring lists will come out April 22nd from Stampin' Up. So I will be emailing them out. You can also go directly to my online store that day. It's in the afternoon when they do it, and see what's going away forever when stuff goes away, other than colors, because they bring those back sometimes years later. But stamp sets don't come back. Designer papers don't come back. Nothing comes back. So if it says retiring, you want to order it if you want it. So we don't have a clue which stamp sets we're going to lose. In the accessories, it's a pretty safe bet. 9 times out of 10, every designer paper retires. That's become the standard. Knock on wood. I don't know. I'm just saying. We do know these are going away because they expire in 2020. Lovely Lipstick, Grapefruit Grove, Pineapple Punch, Call Me Clover, Blueberry Bushel. So if one of these designer papers contains that color, it is going away. If a ribbon, accessory, embellishment contains that color, it is going away. All the products, the paper, the marker, the ink refills, everything in these colors is going away. But in general, all the designer papers retire. And then it's just like a free-for-all. We don't know. Usually every Memories and More packet retires. Lots of accessories retire. Lots of ribbons retire. So the safest thing to do is look at your wish list and order before April 22nd when all that becomes while supplies last. And don't forget that includes this catalog as well. We'll get the list for this one. And if you don't have this catalog, let me know. I mail it to you. It's good until June 2nd, but stuff starts becoming while supplies last only before June 2nd. So it could sell out. Actually, something sold out from this catalog already. And I think this is partly due to the situation with getting supplies from China. So the basket weave embossing folder is gone forever. This folder here, basket weave, apparently it's going to retire. Stampin' Up! Ran out of their inventory, and there's no way to get any more in before this catalog ends. So it's already started, basically. That's why I'm telling y'all, if you want something, get it now. That will be your smartest bet. And of course, the best deal for you guys is going to be to get our starter kit, always. If you're not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, which a lot of you watching now are, I know. But if you're not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, that's going to be your best deal for 2 reasons. Number 1, it's a good deal. $99. You pick $125 in any current merchandise you want. So currently that includes the ornate stuff. But then April 22nd, Stampin' Up! Demonstrators get to log into the demonstrator website and view the new catalog. That whole thing, we get to see it all online, and they mail us one a day or 2 after that for free. Then May 5th, I believe, let me check my dates. Yes, May 5th, we get to start ordering select items from the new catalog before customers. So that's a perk of being a demonstrator. You get a discount on everything you order, even if it's on sale, on clearance, whatever. We get our discount on top of it, and there's no obligation to do classes or teach or sell. You can, you don't have to. Come sail away, designer paper. Thank you, Nessa. Thank you very much. Oh, Tommy, you won some cards. Awesome. And received them in the mail. My daughter's a much more punctual, I guess, mailer than I am. So awesome. Hey, Cindy, good to see you. Okay, so that's the deal with the starter kit. Anyone can buy it, no obligation. Let me know if y'all have questions on that. Last but not least, before we get started stamping, is so y'all know about the 5 retiring in colors. We get 5 new ones, and it's always exciting trying to figure out what they're going to be, or like I never even try. I just get surprised when I see them because I have no clue what it would be. I'm not good at that. But it's always exciting to see them either way, whether you've tried to guess or not. Well, Paper Pumpkin, which is our monthly craft kit, in May is going to contain 4 of the 5 new in colors in like the paper and accessories and stuff, whatever's in there. We don't know exactly what the kit's going to be. We just know it's going to use 4 of the 5 new in colors, plus I think Purple Posy, which is a current in color that's staying. So you can get your hands on those first by subscribing or pre-purchasing by May 10th, the May Paper Pumpkin. This is the March Paper Pumpkin. I guess I could show April's, but March is so cute. Everybody loves it. That was a bonus set, but you always get a stamp set. Paper Pumpkin is our craft box in the mail. Stamp set, accessories, and adhesive instructions. That was just an advertisement. More adhesive, ink. You always get an ink. That was basic gray. And then, of course, whatever your supplies are to make all of the projects for that month. And envelopes if it's cards. This month is going to be cards, full size and a note card size, the May one. And so to sign up, you can either subscribe to a monthly subscription by clicking a link that I'll post in my video. And you can subscribe, or you can, you can purchase what they call a prepaid subscription, and it is like a regular purchase. So basically you go to my website, you click Paper Pumpkin, prepaid. You can buy 1 month's worth, 3, 6, or 12, I think are the choices. And so you can basically give it a try without committing to that subscription. Either way works. And you can get a surprise craft box in the mail one time or every month. Okay, so any questions on any of this stuff, let me know. Don't forget, as you come on, say hi, even if you're watching replay, so that you can have a chance to win these 3 cards I'm about to make using the Timeless Tulips bundle, which is this stamp set, Timeless Tulips, and the Tulip Builder Punch. And if you order online with me outside of a class, you can, for April 2020, you can use this host code on the shopping bag page when you check out. And if it's 25 or more, you're going to get a free class kit from me. Okay, so for this card, it is a very simple card that I completely copied from someone in my team. And it uses our Whisper White card base, a 4 by 5 1/4 Daffodil Delight cardstock, and then a 3 3/4 by 5 Whisper White cardstock. So all of our card bases today, I believe, are a half sheet of 8.5 by 11. So you take it 8.5 by 11, cut it at 5.5 inches, and then fold that in half. And this is Whisper White. So I like to align it on the table, pinch it once with my fingers, and then use the bone folder to press really firmly. So if you've never done card making before, that's how simple it is. Cut 8.5 by 11 in half. You get 2 cards out of 1 piece. It fits into the standard invitation size envelope, which of course Stampin' Up! Carries some super high quality envelopes. And that's it. Super simple. Cindy, I will see you later. She's got a homeschool. We're all having to do that now, right? I mean, I'm not, but if you have kids, you are. I have a college student, so I cannot definitely homeschool her. Okay, the stamps from this set that I'm going to use right now, the big tulip, the 2 stems, the happy birthday greeting, and 1 of the leaves. There's 3 different leaves in the set. This is the one that matches the punch, and that's the flower that matches the punch. This is not the punch one. Okay, so I copied this from Tracy on my team. I saw her do it in a video a while back, and I thought it was so cute, and it's like been stuck in my head. The colors are Calypso Coral, Daffodil Delight, and Granny Apple Green. And I'm going to start with Daffodil Delight. And show you how to open up Stampin' Up's ink pads. Make sure when you stamp with Stampin' Up's inks that you press gently on our pads. Don't press hard, but do tap around on different sections always, no matter what the size or shape of the image, to get even inking. And so we're going to add, I'm going to hang this a tiny bit off the edge of the white paper. We're going to add 3 daffodil flowers. And I was going to say something else about these. Let me think. I'm going to need to clean this off to change colors. But they're basically evenly spaced there. Then I've got my Simply Chamois. Just a little chamois that you wet, squeeze out the excess water and clean your stamps on, and then rinse it underwater to clean out too much ink when you get to that point. And then we're going to add our Calypso Coral flowers, tulips. This is a nice springy looking card. I just loved the colors, I loved the layout, how simple it was, and so on. And so these will just go in between here. In between the other flowers. That is already looking gorgeous, is it not? It is, yes. And I'm going to go ahead and add the greeting at the top now. Happy birthday. You could put any greeting you want, obviously, and this stamp set comes with a bunch. So it is a great starter stamp set for new stampers also. For new people, stamp sets with images and greetings are perfect because it gives you lots of variety where you don't have to buy something new right away. And this has, may the memories of yesterday comfort you today. What a beautiful difference one single life makes. Happy Easter, happy spring, happy everything. Hello, happy birthday. Get well soon, and happy Mother's Day. Pretty good. Okay, now we're going to add our stems and leaves with Granny Apple Green. And so this stem is curved the way that it would go on this side of the card. Y'all get what I'm saying, right? Yeah. So I'm just going to use a couple of that one, and then I'm going to switch over to this other stem. You can really be careful and align it perfectly, or you can be like me and just throw it down and be like, whatever. Also, you can curve these stamps on your clear block yourself if you want them to have a different shape. But I didn't do that today. So to not do that, just lay it on your scratch paper and pick it up with your clear block. So there's those, and then we just are going to add the leaves. And so I basically just put 2 leaves per flower, like as if they were coming from the bottom here. Very simple. Do y'all like this card? Again, when I saw her make it, I was like, ooh, that is awesome. Look how impressive that is. Of course, Stampin' Up! Stamps help. This is one of our distinctive stamp sets, which means it is made so that when you stamp it, the images they have light and dark, and they look almost painted versus stamped. And so Stampin' Up! Does all the hard work for us on everything, but especially the distinctive stamps. Pretty colors, yes. And I'm not good, Linda Carver, at picking out colors for flowers. Like, I have no clue. So they're probably good because Tracy knew what she was doing. That is it for this card. We're just going to place this on the Daffodil Delight cardstock and then place this onto our card base. Now, in my classes, normally my live classes, as y'all saw in the tubs, I provide a handmade die for the back. So I always tell them to stamp that first. Before you glue anything to this paper, stamp that first and sign your name. Because if you mess up, you might do it the wrong direction, for example. Then, so say it's stamped here in the wrong direction, that can become the front of your card and you re-stamp it on this side. Or you might, you know, smush it, not get enough ink, whatever. But if you're gonna stamp the back, I would recommend stamping that first. And then coming back and, you know, gluing everything down later. So there is that card. What do y'all think? Very simple, but very cute in my opinion. And by the way, the cards are simple today. Linda, thank you. Oh, thank you, Cindy. I know how to pick who to copy from now. They're simple today. Most of them, they're basically very simple because I also, all those projects I showed you earlier all got planned this week. That's how I work. So I didn't have time to think about anything complicated. Okay, this next card we're gonna make, I think I have extra paper here just in case I mess up. So we have our card base, same size as before. We have a piece of the Ornate Garden, that might be the wrong name, but the Ornate designer paper that's in the pre-purchase right now. I'm using this green side, Old Olive, and I've shown this paper already on several videos, but just real quick to give you a quick glimpse at it. It's this paper here, and I'm using, which one? The back of this one. And so then there are the backs. So there's some gold foil, all that stuff. So that's this paper. It's available for purchase right now as a pre-purchase, and then it will be back in our annual catalog. I have a scrap of Whisper White, and then this is terracotta tile because that's what color is in this paper. So that's, I get stuck on using the colors that are in designer papers. So terracotta tile with Old Olive. And it is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, which means this one is 3 by 4. Okay. So we're also going to use the Ornate Garden ribbon combo, which is, sorry, it comes with 2 colors, but I'm using Old Olive and the Label Me Fancy Punch, which, again, I forgot to check that list this morning. This might be low inventory or back ordered. I can't remember. I feel like it was, though. When you try to order stuff, you find out real quick because it will tell you this is low or this is back ordered or whatever. For the stamps, I'm using all 3 of the tulips. And trying to look at my sample here. I think I only used the straighter stem. And then the greeting is what a beautiful difference one single life makes. Okay, so I think those are all my supplies. So I'm going to go ahead and fold my card base in half and get that out of my way. Again, go ahead and stamp and sign your back first if you're going to do that. Which, the reason I've always done that in my business, tell people to do that, is so you can brag when you send your card. You want people to know, hey, I did this myself. I didn't buy it at a boutique or a specialty shop. I actually made this, and they will be amazed at you. Okay, so I'm going to use terracotta tile and Old Olive. The flowers are terracotta tile. I had cut an extra piece of this because I was nervous about stamping it correctly. It's not difficult, but you know, when you're trying to recreate something, sometimes it doesn't come out the same. But anyway, so I have these 3 flowers in terracotta tile, these tulips. Oh, let me go ahead and do my greeting while I have that color out. So this punch, normally label punches are this direction on the punch, but this is different. So you can really like after I stamp and punch once, then I'll have one on each end of this, and I'll need to snip it off to punch a third one, basically. So that's why I'm not stamping it on this end, because then I wouldn't be able to reach it without cutting that off yet. So the way we cut this, usually for my live classes, they'll just be scraps on the table, strips, and it's like punch and cut it out, you know. That's our instructions. I mean stamp, sorry, and punch it out. However, if we gave them strips like this, the next person will be like, hello, help. And of course you can just snip it off. But so we make our scrap paper for this class. Let me grab my scissors real quick. We make it this long, and you can do one on this end and one on this end. So we just put a bunch of scraps that are shorter. Hopefully that makes sense. That's I guess a business tip more than a customer tip, but whatever. Okay, so there's our greeting. Now we're just going to add our stems. And I tested this. I think I stamped this 4 or 5 times before I got it how I wanted it. But I tried to add leaves, and it was just too much. I don't know why, but it was like a very small area. So I'm not stamping any leaves on this one. But I do kind of want the stems to meet in the middle at the bottom here. So I'm just eyeballing that. See, it's okay if it floats in the magic in the air. I'm not always the best at lining stuff like that up. I think because I'm impatient. Oh, my face keeps being in the video. That's funny. Okay. That's it for stamping for this one. I'm telling y'all, these are simple cards today. But I really love how this card turned out. So we're going to attach 3 by 4 Whisper White to 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 terracotta tile. Let me go ahead and put my designer paper on my card base, which again, you would have already stamped the back if you were going to do that. So you can fix your errors. You can even get a whole new card base if you mess up both sides. We do that also. And then I did not pop this up on dimensionals. I added it flat and a little higher, not centered top to bottom. And then I'm going to add the greeting on Stampin' Dimensionals. Got some cardstock stuck to my fingers there. Cut that in half, and I will use one, sorry, I just grabbed it off the sheet, one Stampin' Dimensional, which are like little pop dots. Cut in half. You can use whole ones if you want. That is not a problem. And then this will just go down here, half on, half off. And then now for the star of the show, in my opinion, for this card, it is the bow. And I don't know, this got in my head from one of the samples from the Stampin' Up! Catalog. I think that I showed last week. Anyway, so I'm folding my ribbon in half, so it's 2 pieces, but I treat it as one. Keep it all flat. If you twist them, your bow won't come out as pretty. So it's folded in half, and they're flat. And then I'm going to do a bunny ear bow. So 2 bunny ears. Do not put them close together. They're in each hand. I always say your 2 thumbs and your 2 forefingers should be pointing at you. So if your hand's going like this, you're wrong or whatever. The bunny ears need to have lots of space in between them. And then I take my right hand and cross it over the left, so it makes like almost like a ribbon, a support ribbon. And then that right one that I folded over, that loop goes down in the bunny hole. So basically I'm making a double bow, but treating that as if it's one piece of ribbon. Hopefully that makes sense. Now let me pull down the tails and fix those. I did, after last week, my scissors were still sticky, so I grabbed a second pair of scissors to have over here. The ones with the pink ribbon are for ribbon only. And then these are my sticky ones. Hopefully I'll remember that in the future though. Not use the wrong ones. So let me just fix these tails. And I actually also own some ribbon scissors that Stampin' Up! Used to sell. They're so sharp. They're perfect for ribbon, but we don't sell them anymore. So you may have your own ribbon scissors. So there's a double bow. Isn't that cute? There's probably easier ways to make double bows, by the way, but I have no clue. So I'm going to mini glue dot this on. I'm trying to look at comments too. Kristen, Chris, hey, good morning. Glad you love the paper. I do as well. There is that card. This bow, of course, this card's been sitting here since Sunday or Monday, but it's a little different. The tails aren't as spread out. So, you know, however it turns out is what I think, but also you could modify it and force it to be more like this or more like this. But there is that card. What do y'all think? Most of our, yeah, Jean, that's true, fast and simple, because people are probably trying to create more cards than normal right now to be able to send those out to your friends and family and workers and all that stuff. So yeah, I agree. But I also personally always lean more towards simple. Like, I just like it. It's quick and easy. So there we go. I'm trying to check comments here. Thank you, thank you. Love the bunny ear. Awesome. Cool. Okay, so one more card to go. Don't forget, I know y'all are commenting, so you are good, but if you just came on or you didn't hear me say it before, if you comment on this video, you'll be entered to win all 3 of these cards I'm making right now. I think I just put extra scraps just in case. So for this card, we have, again, our card base, same size. A piece of Whisper White that's 4 by 5 1/4. And then this is a piece of our Subtles 6 by 6 designer paper. So you get all of the Subtles, which is 10 colors, and each color has, I think it's 4 designs. My packs are always, yeah. So there's this design with the script on the back, and then these diamonds with the gingham on the back. And you get like 48 sheets of this. So 10 divided by 48, whatever. It's a lot. Maybe 48. I think it is 48. Anyway, it's a lot of paper. I think it's $11.50. 40 sheets, yes. And there are 5. Oh no, there's only 5 colors. No, Subtles have 10. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. I'm thinking of in colors only have 5. Anyway, usually these retire because they come out with a new pattern for the new year, even if the colors stay. So keep that in mind if you like the patterns from this year. Of course, I don't know anything, but they usually retire. Got some makeup on there or something. Okay, so on this card, what I'm going to do, actually, first let me get the pieces I'm going to punch out. So I'm using Highland Heather, which is the color of this designer paper. I'm using the leaf that fits the punch, Hello, and I need this big tulip again, the one that fits in the punch. So let me clean that off, my chamois. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and fold this. I don't really like that there's like a splotch on there, but I will make sure this is the one I keep, because I don't have any more white over here near me. I don't even know if you can see it on the video, but there's definitely like a mark of something. It's probably from the cat. Y'all seen the pictures of her. She gets all over this table during the week. And I'm going to use Granny Apple Green for the leaf, and I need a stem too, actually. It's the straight stem. I think I did it in Old Olive, so I'll just clean that a little bit. Okay, so first things first, when you use these punches that have multiple images, you need to turn it upside down and think, which for me, I really have to think. Okay, the flower is here, so I need to stamp my flower on this side. My poor brain, I have to do it every time. And then the leaf is here, so I need to stamp the leaf on this side and make sure it's the correct direction versus upside down. So hopefully that makes sense. And with this particular punch, I could go ahead and stamp multiple leaves. In fact, I do need to, side by side, and keep punching one after the other. And I could do the same with the flowers from the other end. Got a splotch there. I know what I was going to say earlier at some point. My table is really firm. It's like one of those fake wood, I don't know what, like a conference room table. So it's very firm. So these stamps stamp really well for me on there. But for most tables, if your table is plastic, wood, wood that's like got grains in it, card table, not very firm, uneven, etc. With photopolymer stamps, the ones that are totally see-through, you need to put something under. So I use my Stampin' Pierce mat. Then I use scratch paper to protect so I don't stamp all over that. And then I stamp on that. So keep that in mind. If you're not getting good images with your photopolymer stamps, it's probably the surface underneath your stamping. Okay, so just punch these out. These kind of punches do make a lot of trash when you punch, you know, excess stuff. So that's just how it is. Moved it and then I shifted. And then I'm going to skip that middle one because it was not stamped well, and stamp this third one. So you'll see how all this gets wasted if I had stamped without paying attention, basically. Okay, so there's our images there. And what else? Okay, so now I'm going to use this. I don't want to glue this down yet because if I mess up my stamping, I can flip it over and do it on this side. But I want to use this as a guide to tell me where I want my stuff. So basically this flower is going to go here. So I need a stem in Garden Green. Again, gently, gently. Don't rock. Don't press so hard that you see the indentation of the image in there. And try not to get ink on the edges here, which I do sometimes on accident anyway. So I'm just going to make sure I kind of have this where I want it, and then I'll remove that flower. And for me, when I do this with the tulips, I always just cover up that top part. This is just me, because I'm not good at stamping it exactly where I need it. So I just cover that up. And then for my greeting, I stamped hello in Highland Heather right here at the bottom corner. So now all there is to do is assemble. I am going to use some ribbon. Did I bring that ribbon over here? Yes. The purple tricolor ribbon. I highlighted the names because I always forget it. Purple tricolor ribbon, which might retire. We have no clue. I hope it doesn't. Or what also could happen, it happens a lot, is this color might retire and they might have a new tricolor ribbon. Who knows? I really don't know any secrets or anything, but those kind of things have happened in the past. But I love the purple tricolor. Okay, so assembly. Like I have adhesive somewhere. Oh, I forgot to tell you the measurement on this one. I think it's 1 3/4. 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. So we'll add that. And then Stampin' Dimensionals on my punched out pieces. So grab those. Again, I just like to cut them in half because, I mean, I don't even know. I didn't used to do this. I just do. I feel less wasteful. Not that you're wasteful if you use a whole one. Anyway, so that's why I do it. There's no, you don't have to. And throw that on there. I love this color, by the way. Highland Heather is not retiring. No. Thank goodness. Only those 5 in colors, which I can never just name them. I know Lovely Lipstick, because that's my favorite one, is retiring. And let me look behind me. Blueberry Bushel, Lovely Lipstick, Call Me Clover, Pineapple Punch, and Grapefruit Grove are retiring. Okay, so I did this. I don't like how these leaves look right here. And I haven't, with the punch ones, I haven't personally figured out a good way to align those. So I just covered it up with the ribbon. So I wrapped the ribbon all the way around from the back and made it go right there. And I did a bow. So for this, I like to use the reverse tweezers. Everything, I think everything I've shown you today you can purchase from me, except these. Even the scratch paper you can buy from Stampin' Up. But we don't sell reverse tweezers. But you make the plus sign with one hand and you pinch it with your other hand, and then your hands are free to tie a bow or a knot. Also, having the project upside down will make your bow turn out right side up most of the time for some reason. So, of course, this is not a bunny ear bow because it's the way we're tying it. The other tip is I always like to tie my ribbon from the roll if I can, for less waste, rather than cutting off a piece, number one, and it ended up being too short and you have to start over, or more likely it's way too long and you have a lot of excess waste. This way you can get the exact cut on this side and not have any waste. So there we go. Add this to our card base. What do y'all think? Oh, look, I twisted it in the back. I usually don't do that if I'm more careful with, you know, not making a video. But so I added a little extra adhesive just so we can flatten that down when we put it on here. It's not a big deal, but it can make your card a little bulky if you do that. So there is that card. What do y'all think? Highland Heather, purples in general are just pretty, but Della says, I'm so late. That's okay. Oh, yay, thanks. I'm glad you're here, Della, because someone shared. So let me show all 3 cards we made today. All using Timeless Tulip Bundle. Hope y'all like them. Let me brush my hair before I bring the camera back up. I have like, I don't know, my hair gets very frizzy very quickly in a weird way since it's so straight. Okay, so those are the cards. Thank you very much. Let me see here. I'm glad y'all like them. Very simple today. Not that I usually do like extremely not simple stuff, but even more simple. Oh, Sue, my cat claims the Big Shot as his machine. If you touch the machine, he's in there, right? My thing when I get ready for these Facebook Lives and for a lot of stuff, but I'll start throwing samples on the table. Oh, I'm going to show this. I'm going to show this. The cat jumps up and starts literally scratching at them, pulling on the ribbon. I have to yell, lock her out of the room. It's crazy. So I forgot I did pull a few other, 4 other tulip samples that I quickly found in my stuff. I think we made this one maybe at my kickoff back when this catalog first came out. This one's cute. You can use the leaves. The leaf punch perfectly fits on top of the tulip. So you can use it to make, you know, 3D basically. More of that ribbon. This is one we made at Stampin' Up's convention basically that we went to when this stamp set when this new catalog came out. And then I don't remember who I got this one from. It was a swap, I believe. But so pretty. They obviously masked off 2 sides and sponged. and then stamped on top of it. So very pretty. And they did this on the inside. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Sue, yeah, the cat is hilarious. Good. I'm glad that's your favorite set right now. Terry. Hey, Dorothy. Good to see you. Alma, good to see you. It's good to see a lot of people here. Not only because we can't gather live, but I'm seeing people on Facebook Lives right now that I haven't seen even live in a long time. So that's awesome. What time is it here? It is 10:09 a.m. in Texas, Central Time. 10:09. Marilyn, you're welcome. Cool. Yeah, definitely copy these. By the way, I haven't taken pictures of these yet, but I always take the pictures and post them on my VIP customer group, which really anyone can join. So if you like search Jennifer's VIP Stampin' Up! Customer group, I believe that's what it's called. Also, I believe I have a thing typed up already to put in the description of this video later that I believe that the link to that group is in there. So I post still pictures so you can use those, you know, for whatever, to copy or whatever. And then you have the instructions and measurements here. If you guys have any other questions, let me know. I'm trying to look back and see if there are any, but you know, it only shows like 2 comments at a time on my phone screen here. So just let me know, and I always try Sue, I'm glad you love conservation tips. I always try to go back and read all the comments to make sure they're, like last week I for sure missed a couple of questions. Don't know how, like I think I was looking at the video when the questions were posted, but I missed them. So anyway, that's just, who knows. I hope y'all have a great week. I hope everything, like I said, is going well with you and your families as far as health. Keep on stamping and sending cards to people. We know how awesome that is and brightens their day. If you have any questions, want to take any of my classes or purchase anything and you need help, just let me know. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Thank you for sharing, Pat.